$300 billion. That's a huge number. That's how much we spend annually on lost productivity and medical costs in the U.S. because of stress. Welcome back to the Help for Leaders podcast. I'm Stacey Harris. Before we dive into today's episode, click here to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, ring that bell so you're notified each week when we post new content. April is Stress Awareness Month, and I want to talk about stress. $300 billion. That's a huge number. That's how much we spend annually on lost productivity and medical costs in the U.S. because of stress. Stress is at an all-time high. Do you know 60% of illness is undiagnosed stress? 3 out of 4 doctor visits are due to stress. As Americans, we are stressed out. What are we doing to alleviate the stressors in our lives? You know, there are some practical things that we can do from a behavioral standpoint, just from learning our DISC styles and how we process and reduce stress. For you direct communicators, you high Ds that love a challenge, you need to get out and hit the pavement. Physical activity is actually how you reduce stress. It's through physical activity and moving your body, whatever that might be for you. It might be going to the gym, it might be taking a Pilates class or a Bar 3 class, or maybe it's running. Whatever that looks like, do it. Do it daily. That's how you're going to help your body process stress. Did you know that your body holds on to unprocessed emotion and it comes back and it talks to us because of stress? So we've got to learn how to process emotion, process all the change that we're going through so that we can eliminate, well, maybe alleviate stress is a better way to say that. For you outgoing, high I communicators, you really reduce stress through socializing, through happy hour. That is how you de-stress. It's with people. It's connecting with people and talking and verbalizing all of the things that you've been experiencing and feeling. For you high S, steady, stable individuals, the way you de-stress is through rest. It can be getting horizontal, that may be taking a nap, that may be reading a book, that may be going for a walk. It's not going to be like that high D physical activity. It may be a peaceful walk in nature. Maybe that looks like gardening or just relaxing with friends. That's how you de-stress. And then for you conscientious, high C, precise individuals, the way you recharge and you reduce stress is actually through time alone. So figuring out what that looks like for you, again, maybe that's going for a walk, a hike, something, but it's not with people. It's by yourself, of really just being able to reflect and internalize all the things and recharge. So lean into what you need to figure out how to process all the emotion, all the stress, because guess what? Work, it's being piled on more and more because we're being asked to do more with less, whether it's less people on your team, less resources, whatever it is. Things are changing constantly, and stress is affecting us. Some teams are been reduced by 40%, and so they're really being asked to do a whole lot more with a lot less people, and so stress can be at an all-time high just because of the change that's happening in the organization. Maybe it's childcare that's causing stressors for you because education has even changed, and childcare resources that we had are changing, sometimes even daily. So figuring out what you need in terms of help and support for you as an individual can really make a difference, because unprocessed emotion does reside in our bodies. So we've got to have that trusted friend, that trusted partner in our work experience, or maybe you need to see a counselor. I've had a licensed professional counselor on my podcast before. I'm a huge proponent of talking to someone to get the help that you need to process all of the emotions so that it's not stored in our body, so that it's not coming back to visit us later in life or maybe currently. Maybe you're feeling fatigue. I mean, we can process all of these emotions and stress physically in our body. Maybe it's through lack of sleep. Maybe you're experiencing sleepless night. Maybe you're actually feeling it emotionally. Maybe that's through depression. Maybe that's anxiety. Maybe it's just lackluster, like you're just done with life, even just feeling that real heavy weight. That is the effect of stress. So being able to talk to someone that you trust and really get some help in those areas can be super beneficial. And then understanding your own body, your own need, how you need to go about processing stress so that you're not one of those statistics that I shared earlier. And this month, the month of April, because it is Stress Awareness Month, I am giving away a free stress profile. That's right, a free stress profile that you can go online and take. It's only going to be available for this month of April. So take advantage of this offer and learn. There's 7 different strategies that you're going to learn about stress and managing stress and maybe which area of your life that stress is impacting you. Is it at work? Is it on your team? Is it personally? What's going on? And then we'll give you some tips. So click the link in our bio, take that free stress assessment, and learn more about your own ways to process all the stressors that we're feeling. I hope you've learned something today. Go take that free assessment. Join me next week for more Help for Leaders. If you enjoyed this episode and would like more information on emotional intelligence, behavioral styles, or communication, I'd love for you to click here to watch more episodes. And we'd also love for you to click here to subscribe so you're notified each week when we post more content.